President Trump says he will issue an executive order to end the use of mail-in ballots and voting machines. He made the announcement on his Truth social media platform today. He wrote that an executive order will help bring honesty, quote, to the 2026 midterm elections. The president says traditional voting leaves no doubt as to the winner or loser. Susan, you've been following this story. Kind of Republican talking points here.
Well, President Trump in particular was very unhappy when he did not win in 2020, right? So he has been railing against the mail-in vote for a while now. And there's a lot of reasons why ending mail-in voting may not be as easy as issuing an executive order. First and foremost, the Constitution does not give the president any control over elections. That's up to the states, but that is not dissuading the president, who railed against mail-in voting and voting machines. He posted on Truth Social the mail-in ballot hoax using voting machines that are a complete and total disaster must end now. Mail-in voting grew in popularity during the pandemic, and the president's distaste for mail-in balloting grew after he lost the 2020 election to Joe Biden.
You can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots.
This is all about restricting access, wanting to keep people from voting, not wanting to make sure that people who vote are legal to vote. I mean, we have so few cases of voter fraud. It's really hard, and people don't generally do it. So this is all about him suppressing the opposition and also suppressing the California vote, because he knows that California now is trying to redraw redistricting lines. He probably anticipates that if he were able to try to stop mail-in voting on the special election ballot in November, that would really dampen turnout.
Well, you may be able to recall when it turned out that we all got the mail-in ballots. Remember, during the pandemic, in order to make voting easier, everybody started to get those mail-in ballots automatically. You didn't have to request them. It was popular and did increase voting rates. Participation, by the way, is almost equally split with Democrats and Republicans. In this state, Democrats vote via mail-in ballot, just a hair more. Voting rights activists, though, say those hurt by by ending mail-in ballots altogether would be those serving overseas, for example, the disabled, seniors, and those who work long hours that make it difficult to get to a polling place. But you hear what Jamie Court from Consumer Watchdog is saying. He's saying, yes, he doesn't like mail-in ballots, the president, but on top of that, thinking about what he's trying to do in Texas with the redistricting effort. So November comes up pretty fast, and if he was successful, then perhaps that effort here in California to counter what's going on in Texas would would fail.
And the issue seems to be split along party lines.
Absolutely. There's already efforts by the Republican Party in California, back to redistricting, to prevent Governor Newsom to move forward with that special election.
We're going to talk all about that right now, so let's go there. Texas Democrats are back in their home state after leaving in efforts to stop a controversial redistricting vote that Susan's talking about there. The lawmakers ended their walkout after California Democrats said they'll redraw their maps to cancel any GOP advantage. Fox's Garrett Tenney has that story.
A quorum is present, and it's time to resume the work of the people of Texas.
Texas Democrats returned to their state capital after a 2-week walkout that blocked a vote on a new Republican-drawn congressional map.
We are coming back to fight on our own terms, not on their terms. We are coming back to pursue the legal option.
It's happening in blue states, too. In a tit-for-tat attempt to balance out Texas's map, California Democrats plan to redraw their own congressional boundaries.
Democracy is in peril. If we do this here in California, it's to serve the greater good of democracy in the United States.
The Texas redistricting push comes at the direction of President Donald Trump, who wants to pad the GOP's congressional majority for the 2026 midterms. Redistricting Texas could provide 5 more seats in the House, and Trump is pushing other red states to do the same to help ensure Republicans keep the majority. He's also going after mail-in ballots.
Mail-in ballots are corrupt. Mail-in ballots, you can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots.
The Texas House will next meet on Wednesday, and the state's new congressional map could become official by the end of the week. In Austin, Texas, I'm Garrett Tenney, Fox News.